Ladies and gentlemen, vanakkam. I am very, very honored to be here with you today. And as you've heard, for the last 10 years, I have had the privilege of being the chief of the Toronto Police Service. And in 2009, a very important event took place in our community and in our city. And it was tremendously important to the people of Sri Lanka, to the Tamil people of my city. And as you'll all recall, there was a great humanitarian crisis taking place in Sri Lanka, and many, many of our fellow citizens were deeply concerned with what was taking place. And they came out onto the streets to express their concern and to call upon the Government of Canada to help with the humanitarian crisis and the terrible tragedies that were taking place at that time. It was a very interesting and somewhat challenging time in the relationship between the police and the Tamil community. But let me tell you how proud I am of the way in which we came together, in the way in which we worked together to make peace and to, thank you. And I recall very vividly when people in their very legitimate concerns came down to demonstrate on University Avenue and even on the Gardner. There were many people calling for the police to drive our fellow citizens off the street. And it was a source of great pride to me that we instead stood side by side with our brothers and our sisters from the Tamil community, allowed them to express their very legitimate concerns, and we were able to resolve those situations safely and respectfully. And I think it was an important moment in Canada. It was an important moment in our relationship with people who have come from all over the world, that we can stand together in peace and in harmony. And I think we set an example for the rest of the country, and I believe we set an example for the world on how Canadians can express their legitimate concerns about a humanitarian crisis, but we do it with respect for the law and with respect for each other. And I was very mindful. I remember when the media came to me and they said, but this is noisy and it is inconvenient. And I said to them that democracy is noisy and freedom is inconvenient, but these are my neighbors. These are my neighbors from Scarborough. And they have a right to stand here and express their concerns. And so today I come before you because I have finished my term as the Chief of Police. And I am hoping to seek the opportunity to continue to represent my community in Scarborough. And I'm hoping that I will be given the chance and the opportunity and the privilege of continuing to serve your community. And so I humbly come before you and ask you for your support in that endeavor so that I may continue to serve you and to represent you and to ensure that the rule of law, our Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and respect for all people is maintained in this country. Thank you very, very much for your kind attention, and thank you very much for your support. I want to wish you an outstanding evening of culture and music and entertainment and all of the very best. Thank you. Nandri.